Okay, so the next time somebody asks you, why do you need an AR-15? Why do you need so many bullets in your gun? Don't waste your breath. Just show them this next video.
Everybody get the fuck down! Everybody get the fuck down!
San Jose, California, middle of the day, 2 p.m. Instead of grabbing lunch, these bastards decide to play Grand Theft Auto Jewelry Store Edition. They ram a stolen car through the front like it's a drive-thru. Only problem is they weren't ordering burgers, they were ordering destruction. The doors fly open and out comes what looks like a dollar store version of the Avengers. One's got a hammer, another swinging a crowbar, and together they're all smashing glass like they're auditioning for a low-budget Marvel reboot. Shards are everywhere, alarms are blaring, jewelry's flying. It's less of a robbery and more of a clearance sale at the end of the world. And the wildest part? This wasn't at 3 a.m. This wasn't in some abandoned alley. This was broad daylight, 2 p.m. People walking around like it's just another Tuesday. And boom, you've got a demolition derby crime spree happening right in front of you. And of course, there's always some genius who watches this and says, well, at least nobody died. It was just property. Bruh, that's just stupid. The jewelry store, that's not just property. That's somebody's blood, sweat, and years of sacrifice reduced to broken shards of glass in 30 seconds. Now, don't get me wrong. I've said before, don't go chasing people down the street over property and shooting them. That's just not smart. It's not worth it. But this isn't the same. This is a mob crashing into your livelihood like it's a WrestleMania, and you're just supposed to stand there like a mannequin and hope they don't swing that hammer at you next, or they might have a gun themselves. Not a chance. Not a chance in hell. And this is where the let's just ban guns and live in Barney's magical playground crowd shows up and shows how clueless they truly are. Look, you can pass all the gun bans you want, but that's like shutting off the faucet for the people who actually use the sink. The criminals, they're getting their water from a busted pipe out back. You can cut off every legal supply and they'll still be filling their bucket. So congratulations, Goofy. You've disarmed the law-abiding people who actually follow the rules, while the people who couldn't care less about your stupid laws are still fully armed and ready to prey on them. And let's say by some miracle, you really did make all the guns vanish, because there are 400 million of them. You know what happens then? This, a mob with hammers, crowbars, and cars. Disparity of force. I'm gonna say it again. Disparity of force. One more time for the crowd in the back. Disparity of force. Criminal unions. They don't need Glocks. They've got numbers and zero respect for you and what you have built. And in California? Oh, please. The criminals know the playbook. They know regular people are disarmed. They know if you do have a gun, it's neutered with a 10-round magazine limitation. They know the state's justice system is softer than a vegan marshmallow. They're not worried about cops. They're not worried about jail. That's why they're bold enough to do this shit in broad daylight like it's part of a TikTok challenge. You wanna know what criminals respect? Not your laws, not your hashtags. They respect the threat of death. Imagine if the store owner had stepped out from the back with an AR-15, 30 rounds locked and loaded. He wouldn't probably even need to pull the damn trigger. The second that rifle came up, the Dollar Store Avenger crew would have turned into flashes. And if they didn't scatter, then guess what? That's exactly what 30 rounds are for. And you already know I've got a spare mag in my back pocket. That's the point of the Second Amendment. to flip the script, to turn a victim into a hard target, to remind criminals that this isn't going to be easy. Because if you don't stop this shit, if you keep letting mobs do smash and grabs with no real consequences, you know what happens next? Businesses leave. Jobs vanish, entire communities rot. Why the hell would anyone risk opening a store when criminals can crash a car through your building and you're legally expected to just stand there and clap like an audience member on Oprah? You're not creating safe streets, you're creating chaos wrapped in palm trees and weed dispensaries and a thin layer of California dreaming. But peel back that layer and what you've really got is chaos in paradise. And that's exactly why I created this. The Defend America design. Available at shop.mrcolion on Noir. Because defending America isn't just about a slogan. It's about standing up for your right to protect what's yours. These are available in hats, hoodies, drinkware, you name it. We got it. Put a link in the description section of this video so you can go and check that out, because it isn't just merch. There's statements that say, I am not rolling over for chaos. So if you're tired of politicians creating fake utopias that leave you defenseless, grab something from the Defend America collection, because in a world full of Dollar Store Avengers and soft on crime policies, the least you can do is send a message that you're not playing around. One thing's for certain and two things are for sure. Politicians and tech giants don't want gun content to be recommended to you. And we're all fighting this culture war together. Now you can help do your part by liking, commenting, subscribing to the channel, but most importantly, sharing this video with at least one person. Together we can stop the suppression of our 2A rights. And don't forget to click the link in the description section of this video for the products that I mentioned in this video.